And it's following this like old bog witch lady who is my idol because she's funny and disgusting. Hello, welcome to Saturn Fairy Book Reviews. As usual, I'm Tina. Today I'm doing something a little different. Today I'm going to just give you a big old stack of my favorite possession stories. And possession, I mean like demon possession, because it's just a trope that I love. I think it's so fun. This is when an entity or a demon or a monster or something inhibits a main character's body and they have some kind of a relationship. It's not like an exorcist sort of thing. It's like they have conversations in their heads, or at least they're aware that the demon is in there. Anyway, so I'm just going to list them off for you. So if you're interested in this trope too, here's some books for you to read. These are in no order. I just kind of took them off my shelves and stacked them. So first we have Along the Razor's Edge by Rob J. Hayes. This is a self-published fantasy book. It's about a young girl, and she's 16, and she's in a prison because she's a very dangerous wizardess, and she has a demon that's paired with her. And it's a whole series. I think I've only read 3 of them, but I need to read more of them. It's just, it's so little time in the world. But yeah, no, I really thought this book was really fascinating, and I really enjoyed it. And then we have Prosper's Demon, which I read this so long ago, like probably 3 or 4 years ago. This is like kind of like a lit fic horror possession story. It's about a man, he's a professor, and he's trying to get the demon out of his body. And I think he has to pass it to someone else. Oh, I can't remember, but I gotta reread this one because it's really fun and really dark, and it's very thin. So yeah, totally recommend that one. Oh, I got 2 classic sci-fis here for you. I'm like, as if I didn't just pick them off the shelf, but anyway. So we have The Fenris Device. What's funny about this one is that it's part 5 of a series, and you don't need to read the other 4. But the possession thing really has little bearing on the story. I just love the cover, and I love showing it off. This book is fun. It's about there's a ship on a planet that has really intense gravity, so they can't take off. And they have to send a rescue ship down to get it, I'm pretty sure. And then there's a bunch of other stuff like hidden. Oh, wait, no. The ship was on the planet because there's like a weapon that they want to get from it. And so they have to get down there. It's really hard to get down there because it crashes every ship that tries to land. And so it's about a crew trying to do that and then trying to escape. It's fun. It's kind of dry. And then we have the Null Frequency Impulsor. I reviewed this, I think, a couple years ago. And this one is about aliens that possess people. I think it's from like 61 or something. And what was fascinating about this book to me, mainly, is that it has a female main character in STEM who isn't treated like a complete idiot. And it's just, and like, it's very dark, actually, this book. It's really interesting. Look at the cover. So yeah, the aliens just like possess people, and there's good aliens and bad aliens. It's neat. Then we have one that I reviewed. Well, I didn't review this one, but I reviewed the 3rd part, I think a couple weeks ago. And that is Demon's Reign by Ben Galley and David Estes. So this is a big chonker old fantasy book. It's about a nobody. He's like in a lower tier of his society. It's cool. They live in like trees and stuff. Anyway, so he inadvertently gets paired up with the attacking force, which is the demons that have come from another dimension to like take over the world and burn it to the ground. And so he gets paired up with one, and she is so funny. Her name is Cerisi, and she is just so caustic and just so mean. And of course, as the story goes along, it becomes like a kind of like a Venom situation where they start to really kind of like respect and like one another. And and that's kind of my favorite way that these books are done. So I really like this for that. It's huge though. Oh, and then we have Possession by A.S. Byatt, which I put in here as a joke because this is not a demon possession at all. But if you like literary fiction, it's really good. It's about 2 researchers who are like, I read this like 10 years ago. And there's a movie, but the movie's not very good. But it's about 2 researchers that have to work together to uncover like, I think it's like a hidden manuscript or something. I can't remember. Researching the lives of 2 Victorian poets. And it turns out that I think the poets are in love, and so then the researchers kind of fall in love, but the love story is kind of like, it's a big part of the book, but it's also just, it's neat because it has like, anyway, this has nothing to do with the theme. I don't know why I'm talking about it. And then we have a book that was my favorite book of 2023 or 2024. I can't remember, but it was one of my favorite books of the year, and that was Asunder. And what's interesting about this one is that she's not possessed by a demon. She's possessed by a man. So she finds his I can't remember. She finds his corpse at the start, like in a cave, but he's still around. And so she takes him, like his essence, into her body to like transport him back home. I believe, God, I can't remember. Maybe the thing will say. Okay, and she's also got her own kind of demon thing that she's in a contract with, who gives her the ability to communicate with a newly departed. Right. So, yeah, so she wants his money, essentially. So she binds him to her, and then they have to go on this like quest journey, and of course, you know, some sparks happen. Excellent book. Then we have a book I absolutely adore. It will probably be my favorite book of the year, and it's The Red Winter. Yes, I bought a hardcover because I couldn't resist it. This book is so good. It has my favorite kind of demon possession, which is where the demon and the human are like besties. In this one, they're even a little bit more. They love each other. They work together. They have like really funny conversations and dialogue. It's also based on like a real life myth about the Beast of Gauvaudin in France in like the 1700s. Anyway, I just love it. I just loved it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. This book is just blew me away. And lastly, well, no, not lastly, I have a couple more that I don't have physical copies of, but lastly, physical copy, My Darling Dead Real Thing, which I would argue is a possession story, but it's also a ghost story. It's hard to know. It also might not be that at all, and that's the really fun thing about this book, is that you don't know if the whole kind of ghost possession aspect is real or just made up by the character. And it's so fascinating because you could go either way. It's just so well done. I love this book. I think it's so good. So then, there wasn't, these two, never mind. So I got these two as well. So we have Gog Magog and La Luda. These are by Jeff Noon and Steve Beard. These came out a couple years ago from Angry Robot. They sent me a funky black and white like arc and then a regular book. But so this is cool because there's like minor kind of possessions and stuff in it with the characters. It's very much a quest novel with kind of like, it's kind of episodic, and it's following this like old bog witch lady who is my idol because she's funny and disgusting, and she's like literally a tree, and it's following her journey down this river, and the river's so dangerous because it's been possessed by the ghost of a dead massive dragon. So it counts as a possession story. Really fun, really funny, and just like really cool world building, and has an interesting kind of twist in the second book. So yeah, they're a duology. You kind of have to read them together. And lastly, we have, there's two more. So there's Pinata, which is a straight up horror book about a woman who becomes possessed by essentially a ghost. The cover is fantastic. It starts off in Mexico, I believe, and then goes back to the States, and it's just I really like it. I don't know. I think I gave it like 4 stars when I read it, but it's a book that I keep thinking about. I'm like, maybe I should reread it. Maybe I was being too harsh or something when I first reviewed it. Anyway, the last one I'll talk about is a book I've probably mentioned on my channel before, and that is The Jealousy of Jalis. I am heartbroken that the author seems to have just stopped writing this series, because I absolutely love the first two, and I can't get a hold of the second one anywhere, like on physical copy. I don't even have the first one on physical copy because they're like so expensive. So maybe I should see if they're on thrift books or something. But yeah, like if anyone knows what's up with this series, because it's so good. The same thing. It's just like, it's very dark and gritty. It's very much a grimdark fantasy, and it's got some sci-fi elements. It has demon possession in a really interesting way. It's a fascinating book. Yeah, so if you can get a hold of that one, I think you can get it on like ebook. Yeah, so if you have any recommendations for me about books with demon possession that are about like where they have really fun banter, or they're like, friends or maybe lovers, that would be cool too. Yeah, send me the romance ones too. I'll read that. I'll read anything. So, well, not anything. I don't really like, there's lots of things I don't like. Anyway, but I love this. So thank you for checking out this stack video, and yeah.